Greetings to all the lovely souls and beloved angels. So, today I was wondering how is it to operate out of the heart? We often talk about operating out of the heart and doing something that we love, but in the reality, in order to do so, it's quite difficult. When we come across situations where we have to support a family, where we have to take care of things, where we have bills to pay, things becomes much more worked up, and that is the time we start realizing that it's not that easy to operate out of the heart. That is one side of the story which stops us from doing what we really like. And we often get into situation, or we get into pressure of doing something we really don't like, and we keep ourselves forcing towards it, we keep ourselves pushing towards it, because in so-called society we cannot leave all these things and we cannot have a peaceful life, because the moment you think of leaving all these things, all the fears of your of the generation comes into your own body, and all these fears are slowly getting resolved as on when we take small little steps in doing what we really like and what we are here to do. That is very much important for each one of our soul to understand that everyone has some participation for this planet, and everyone has a designed job or a designed activity to perform. We all are provided with abundance, we all are provided with lot of calibres, lot of talents. It's just that we are supposed to dig up the talent, and we have to appreciate the talent, and we have to focus more towards it. It is not going to be easy, because situations and the all the fear based thoughts which are there in our mind will create situation for us that will push us backwards every time. We all need to understand that when we are going through certain change in our life, and when we are taking a step which is very different and which no one has taken yet, and which is completely out of your heart, one side of your body will reject it, and that side of your body is going to create a situation or a scenario in your life which is going to break you down, and which is going to create a lot of hurdles, lot of distraction, lot of situation, and lots of issues in your life when you are heading towards something which you really love, because that's how the generation has been. If you see our ancestors, our parents, their grandparents, and the parents before them, they have been living out of fears, they have been not expressing themselves, they have succumbed to the society, and that is the karma which we have been carrying. When we talk about generation and our ancestors, there's certain part of our karma get channeled through us. So for an example, if our grandparents were very much kind hearted, and he had done a lot of goodwill for people, those things will also get transferred as a karma to the next generation. At the same time, if our grandparents were living in a fear based society, were speaking up for women, or speaking out for truth were considered to be a crime, those things will also reflect in our karma. And those are the karma which would be passing on to the next generation as well. So, in this lifetime, if you're not able to take care of your karma, no amount of property, no amount of money, no amount of all the wealth which you'd be accumulating for your next generation would be able to help them, because they would be having the same fear which you had, and money would not be able to eliminate all those fears. So the best gift for the next generation, or for the future generation, or for the children, would be eliminating all those karmas which are no longer serving us, and operating out of the heart chakra. Always remember, there's abundance for everyone. If a situation, if a job is not suiting you, you don't have to stay there, you can look out. You have to be fearless. You just have to look out and ask the universe to provide you with the job which will bring the mental peace in your mind, and which will also help you to align yourself with your future goal and your life purpose. And that is the kind of job you're supposed to do. You are supposed to go to work with a lot of happiness. You are not supposed to push yourself to work. You are not supposed to pretend that you have to work there and you have to stay there just because you have to earn money and you have bills to pay. There's a difference between working out of heart and there's working out of fear. Once you start working out of your heart, and once you start accepting everything fearlessly, trust me, no amount of situation, no amount of people would be able to pull you down, because universe is always going to be at your back and always going to pull you up whenever there's a requirement, always going to push you, always going to give you opportunity. You just need to have the faith. It's very tricky situation. So what I have realized in my whole journey, the moment I lose the faith, the world collapses. When I say the world, it's the world which I have created. We all have our world. We all are creators because we have been created with the essence of the creator. So we all are creators. So the situation, the job, the life partners, the children, the friends which you are all having in your life, it's all created by you, by your fears, by your emotions, by your love, by your passion. Everything is answered to your emotions. The moment you send out emotional, it's like a mobile signal. So moment you send out a signal from your body, the emotional signal, universe reciprocates with the same signal back. So for an example, if you're sending fear, universe is going to send you situation which will make you more fearful. That's what was happening with me, and I was able to break the cycle. I would not say that I have done it completely, because there are a lot of situation which I need to break the fear. Fear is just one word. We cannot It cannot be tangible. So there are a lot of fears which we have been carrying. So one set of fears I was able to break up. I was able to take a decision based on my faith. And trust me, when I took the decision based on my faith, miracles started happening. I never expected the miracles would be happening in such a different way. It was an experience that I would I would always remember, and I was always use that experience to boost um, my faith, to boost myself to walk towards my faith and take every decision of my life with love. Because whatever you are not doing out of love will not serve you longer. That's what we need to understand. The ultimate truth would be, either you have to succumb to the situation and learn it in a very hard way, or you need to surrender and accept it and say, okay, this is the situation which I'm not able to love, and this is the situation is not completely out of my heart. So let me take a decision, or you ask the universe to show you the way to come out of the situation. That's all we need to do. Acceptance is the key word for the start of the healing. The moment you accept that something is wrong, that is the time the healing starts. That is the time things starts working. So if you're having a bad day at work, and if you still keep saying, no, I'm going to perform, no, I'm going to do my best, you're not doing justice to it. You need to accept that, yes, I'm having a bad day at work, yes, I'm tired, I'm not able to work. You need to accept and respect your body. Then only the body is going to reciprocate to you with a lot of love and respect. It's all about what you give, you get back. So if you give fear, you get back fear. So often we have issues with our bosses, with our subordinates, and you would feel all these scenarios when you start um, taking a path towards your heart's desire, or when you will start acting out of your heart. You will come across a lot of situation, lot of people that will start pushing you and start um, pushing you questioning yourself. That's what was happening with me also. Since we are trying to heal a huge amount of fear-based thoughts from our mind, some of the insecurities comes up and they try to hold back all those fears, and that is the time these people come in our life. So you need to understand these people are coming into our life because we are reflecting that energy back to the universe. We are showing that we have faith, but while having that faith being implemented in your body, that fear has to go. So before that fear leaves your body, it tries to stay in your body for the last time, and that is the time this situation becomes very difficult. So when you're having the faith and your faith is questioned by the fear, because the fear is trying to act for the very last time, and it's trying to act out of survival. And you will meet people who are mean to you, you'll meet people who are not able to accept you, not able to understand what you are talking about, and you will become a loner. That's the very first part when we start getting into our spirituality, when you start getting into knowing oneself. So for me, when we talk about spirituality, it has nothing to do with my religion, because I don't believe in any specific religion. I believe in all the gods, and I believe in one source and one creation. And for me, all the religions are the different reflections of love. Every religion, it teaches us how to love and how to accept. So all the religion was created so that we can accept and love different forms of love coming from the different people. So that's how the religion is about. So spirituality is all about finding your inner truth. That's what the spirituality means to me. So finding your inner truth could be good, bad, or whatever it is. Just accepting the way you are, liking the way you are, not judging yourself for anything, and just simply living the life which you desire for. That doesn't mean that you would spirituality or being in positive path doesn't mean that you never have bad thoughts in your mind, you never think bad about people, or you never get angry, you never shout at people. It has nothing to do with that. Yes, but slowly, when you start accepting more and more, all these situations, all this anger, all this judgment, all the jealousy in your body will start resolving. That's a different story. But starting off the spirituality, you just need to accept yourself the way you are. If you're getting angry, just accept, yes, I'm getting angry. It's absolutely fine. Don't try to fight the anger and say, okay, I'm into spiritual journey, and I am so anger is bad for spirituality and blah blah blah. So when you start judging so much certain emotions in your life, it becomes little difficult and it becomes little challenging. You need to understand one thing, that anger has served you once in your life. It had helped you once in your life. Maybe it's not helping you now because you are in a different path. But just acknowledge that anger and thank that anger and tell that anger, yes, I know that you have helped me a lot. I accept that you are there in my body. But now it's time for me to release you. Now it's time for me to just love you and give you more and more love. So that is what the anger is looking for. The anger is looking for an acknowledgement. Rather than acknowledgement, what I ended up doing, I started pushing the anger away. The reason I'm saying because I'm sharing my own journey. So every individual has their own journey. So I started pushing away the anger. I started pushing away my jealousy. I started pushing away my ego. I started pushing away each and every aspect of my life, which might have served me at one point of time. My anger might have pushed me to do good in my studies. My anger might have pushed me to get a better job. My ego might have pushed me to meet better people. So this might have served me at one point of life. So they all need an acceptance. All they are looking for an acceptance, that yes, accept me. And once you accept it, the anger just simply vanishes from your body. Trust me. The moment you get angry with the situation, with the people, just Give it 10 seconds and say, I accept you, my anger, and I understand there is a reason for being angry. I completely understand. I love and accept you, my anger. Just do it. Don't try to resist. The moment you try resisting, it burns up, it boils up, and it erupts like a volcano. And you end up shouting, screaming, and acting out of your anger, which comes into resentment later. So, coming back to the same topic, what is it to operate out of the heart? Operate out of the heart is very simple. Just do what you feel like. Everything that is coming into your mind, good, bad, ugly, positive, negative, don't judge it. Just do it. Just do it, just enjoy it. As long as you feel that you are not doing anything wrong, as long as you don't get into resentment, as long as you don't get into guilt, you are most welcome to do everything that you feel like. That is what is living out of the heart center. Living out of heart center doesn't mean that you have to be positive all the time. It has everything to do with what you feel. You do what you would like to spend the time doing. You should go ahead and do it, rather than suppressing it, rather than keeping it secret, rather than saying it's a bad thing, or rather than judging yourself. Just go ahead and do it, enjoy the experience, and it would be done. And listen to your heart, because your heart always gives you signals. It always tells you the things which is not good for you, because heart is an intelligent part of your body, and it's very, very intelligent, and it has got the consciousness. It has got your soul story. It has got everything which is required, and that is the center where you connect with God as well. So this center is so very important that we need to acknowledge, embrace, and love this center, and tell this center that I would like to operate out of my heart. Every situation that I do, even when I'm making my breakfast, I would like to make my breakfast with all my heart energy. And you see the difference in day-to-day task when you are putting the heart energy to it. Starting from waking up from the bed till you go back to the bed, do each and every small little things from your heart, and say it out, say it mentally, or you can say it aloud also. You can just keep saying, I would like to do this with my heart. I would like to put my heart energy into it. Even if you're making tea for somebody, even if you're going to even if you're going if you're going for a walk, or even if you're going to some movie, whatever you are doing in a day-to-day life, the small little things, start doing out of your heart. Keep saying, I would like to operate out of my heart, and I would like to do this out of my heart, I would like to do that out of my heart. Then you start implementing the same energy into bigger aspect of your life, like job, relationship. These are the major two aspects where we always struggle, right? Because we are not operating out of the heart. We are operating out of the fear-based societal thoughts. We are operating out of ancestral beliefs. We are operating out of everything not from the heart center. And God has created us with such a beautiful energy inside our heart, so that we can operate out of the heart and we can be God-like. That was the whole source of creation. He wanted us to create our own world with the heart center, so that we can enjoy, live our life, and learn all the lessons with love. So this had been my small journey since 2015. I had been through lots of ups and downs, mostly downs, and it had triggered a lot of issues which I am still healing, because healing is a never ending process, and as long as you are in this planet, you'd be healing, and you would keep healing yourself. As you heal yourself, the people around you also heal. Remember this is the best gift that you can give anyone, because as you heal your emotions, the people around you are forced to heal, because as you heal, you'd be elevating your vibration level. So in order for them to catch up with you, they will also start healing. So that's how the emotional things it pulls up. So that's why the family and the bloodline is selected. The family and the bloodline are very closely connected. So when you start healing yourself, they would be pushed to heal because they are part of the family. They cannot leave you. And the friends also are pushed to heal with you. So some of the friends who want to be vibrationally aligned with you, they will find ways to rise up the vibrations and be in the same, and some will leave. But that's part of the life, because that their journey with you has ended, so there is no longer holding them back. There is no point of waiting for them or feeling bad for them, because that was a soul contract which has ended. So their part of the journey has done. So as simple as that. So my journey had been quite meaningful. I have learned a lot of things, and mostly which I have experienced is, you have to always operate out of the heart. You have to honor your heart and do things which makes you happy, which is very, very important. If we are not able to operate out of the heart, if you are not able to operate out of the goodness that we have, then it's very difficult to continue with the life, because you would be mentally frustrated, your energy will start depleting, and you will always feel like you don't have time. Yeah, that's one more sign I would like to tell you. When you are caught up in the wrong job, wrong relationship, and when you are caught up in a wrong scenario in life, you will always feel that you don't have enough time. That's something which I have also realized. Whenever you feel like you don't have enough time, that means you're caught up in the wrong thing. So time is just a concept, and there's abundance of everything. So the moment you feel like there's something missing out, just question yourself and get back to yourself and start asking yourself, that's what is it that I'm doing wrong? What is it that I'm not honoring my heart? What is it that I need to learn from it? And you all can hear the beautiful music outside. There is a Ganesha festival going on. And so that's all I would like to share. And please, I would like to request this, every day spend at least 10 minutes connecting with your heart. Place both of your palms on your heart center and say, I'm so sorry that I haven't understood you, I haven't spent time with you, I haven't done justice to your signals, but now I'm willing to surrender to you. Now I'm willing to understand you. Now I'm willing to love you. I love you very much. Please give me an opportunity to understand you and operate out of you. Tell that to your heart and let that heart healed, because it has been it had been very hard for the heart also, because we have been ignoring all these messages which the heart was trying to communicate. So for the communication channel to open up, the heart has to be healed. So make a practice of spending around 10 minutes loving your heart. You can say whatever messages you would like to tell your heart, and make it sweet and simple. Life is very simple, that's what I have realized. It's the complication of our mind and complication of our thought process creates the situation in our life. Everything has a way around it. And when you get into a complicated situation, it's not about why I get into the situation. What do I need to learn? It's all about how you respond to it. Always remember that situations will always come into your life, because in this planet we have come here to release all the karma, learn from it, and to ascend. So this planet, the journey has been, our soul contract has been in that way. But that doesn't mean that we need to struggle. That doesn't mean we need to suffer. Yes, we need to go through certain situation, but our responses to those situations will make our suffering very, very less, and we can learn out of situations very quickly. So the situation which might take about years to resolve, you can resolve the situation within 15 days to 1 month, if you acknowledge your heart and if you respond to the situation correctly. That's all I would like to share. And if you would like to if you would like to have some session with us, or if you'd like to get in touch with me, you can always do that. Our email address is mentioned over our channel. And all the best to you guys. I would appreciate if you can comment and if you can share your story as well. Lots of love and blessings, and keep your heart open. Namaste.